Welcome to the Hampton by Hilton in Dusseldorf in Germany. Now, let's check it out. We all like to get away now and again, and what better way than to spend a few nights at a hotel? We're here this week as we check into 3 hotels so we can check them out for you. Floor 7, Paul.
Over here.
What's our room number?
7-2.
I think it's this way.
Yeah. Welcome to our room.
So you have to activate the lights with the key card. Right, very good. So there's a little door straight ahead as soon as you come in, and that is the bathroom, I think. Let's have a look.
Yes, and it is very simple.
Look at the towels and a nice little rack. You've got your hair dryer in here.
Right.
Tissues.
Flush.
What type of soap is it?
0%.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a natural type of product, I'm assuming.
No bath for me, I see. But we've got a shower.
So wait, so then there's
What?
no door.
Oh, there is a door. Oh, half a door. No door.
So isn't it gonna get splashy?
Possibly.
Is
Well,
it a shower one?
There, yeah, you have to be careful because look, there's no rain shower, so you've just got the one head.
So it's gonna be.
So you have to make sure that you don't spray it out the whole way into
I
the
don't
room.
think this is gonna be good.
It could be challenging.
Oh, like it's. So how do we put?
I think you have to hold it.
I'm not holding it. So you have to direct it towards the. No, it's gonna get wet.
I just have a feeling if you leave it like that, it's going to fly right off.
No, I have a feeling it's gonna splash all over.
Yeah. And the temperature and the, I don't know if that's like the on and off, I suppose, is over there.
This is the on-off, and this is the temperature gauge.
So 0% naturally kind formulation, shower gel, conditioner, and shampoo. All right, close that over, Paul. There's something on the other side.
Ooh, hangers.
How many? 5,
1, 2,
6.
3, 4, 6.
Well, that's adequate. We're here for 3 nights, so.
And then there's
some
the
stuff.
thing for the luggage.
Oh yeah, our luggage is actually sitting over there
There's
next to that mirror.
ironing.
Yeah, and an ironing board as well. Step into the room.
Right.
There's a nice picture of some buildings behind us. And without jumping on top of the bed, do you want to just try it?
It feels rather firm.
Oh, that's good.
Firm.
Yeah. And there are little bedside lights at each side. We'll come to the plugs later to see how many there are. Nice little sofa.
Is this a sofa bed or is it just a sofa? It's just a sofa.
I think it's just a sofa. Oh, or is it? Is it something that's going to pull out?
Right. Yes. Because you do
Yeah.
see picture of a sofa bed.
Well, I don't think we'll be needing that.
No.
How comfortable is it to sit on?
Fairly. This is an interesting light.
Is there a light on the other side as well? Oh no, it's just the handle.
You could adjust the height.
Underneath the TV, we've got a selection of teas and coffees. What have we got here, Paul?
Decaf and caffeinated. And look, this one's red and it's Eau Cafe, which is Gold Express. And this one's also Eau Cafe, ID Cafe.
And what sort of teas are there?
This is sugar.
Oh, okay. And what are these?
It's a super.
Only 2 tea bags?
This is like a fruit tea and this is English breakfast.
Good job we brought some extra English breakfast with us.
And what is this?
Well, that's the milks.
Oh.
Okay,
That's
well,
all?
not a great selection, I have
No,
to say.
and then what's
And we've got the
this?
kettle here. I think that's a
this
brown
is
sugar
sweetener.
or a sweetener. Okay.
Not much.
Now, we haven't found a safe yet, and we
No.
are beginning to worry that there isn't one here. But there's a set of drawers, so you never know. Have a look in there and see if there's anything.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Top drawer. Ah, there it is, look.
I was like thinking, no, because normally you would see it like in the cabinet somewhere.
But there isn't a cabinet, I think, apart from the area where the iron was.
I think that I was starting to lose faith.
Well, I have to say, and we didn't look beforehand, I have never seen a safe in the bedside cabinet before, but at least it's there. And hopefully it's easy enough to operate. It's usually...
Be big enough.
Yeah, you just press the numbers and the hash key and that usually locks it. Okay, let's take a look at the TV. You've got a
This is the
Samsung
same
remote.
one that we
yeah.
have at home.
They always seem to be the same. It's a smart TV.
You know what that means?
Maybe we will see YouTube on it. So it's got the welcome screen. I think these are radio channels. Press 1 and see what happens. Okay.
Sports.
Is there like a guide to show the whole list of programs? Or channels, rather?
Guide.
Ah, right. Now just scroll down and see what's on offer. Do they have BBC? A lot of hotels in Europe do have BBC channels
And
now.
also CNN.
Well, yeah, usually CNN would be there, but
Eurosport.
just keep going and have a look. Euro News, English.
Disney Channel.
Keep going. CNN International, BBC World News, but I don't think there's
Sky
BBC
News.
One. Keep going, you never know. No, we're into the radio stations now. Oh well. BBC World News, CNN, and Euro News English is about it. Oh well, there is no smart element to the TV, so we're not going to have YouTube. Now, let's take a look at the view. Nice blue sky. And it looks down onto sort of,
The car park area.
yeah, the car park downstairs and a sort of a residential building perhaps. There's a slide down there. And I think you can see into the city. At least we now know that the city's going to be that direction because there's the Sky Tower thing, if that's what it's called. One of those viewing galleries. And we did see a church on, well, a cathedral probably, on the way in.
And it's that
And
way.
it's over that direction, so at least we know where to go. So now to the all-important plugs. Well, we've counted 8 of them. There was one at the door when we came in. There is one in the bathroom. There is a set of 2 on one side of the TV. There's a set of 2 with a USB as well on the other side of the TV. There's one on either side of the bed and both of those have got a USB.
Oh.
Now it's feeling quite warm in here, Paul, 19.7 Celsius it says. We've got the temperature thermometer controls. Do you want to have a look and see if we can maybe reduce it a little bit?
I was gonna say something cheesy. Baby, it's cold outside.
Well, it is cold outside, but it's hot in here. Not that 19.7 Celsius is hot, but there is warm air being pumped out, so...
How do we do this?
See, I'm pressing this and it's going down. 18. 19.8.
Maybe that is the current temperature.
Well, 19.8 is the current temperature. It was 19.7.
Do you want it to be hotter?
And I've set it for 18. I want it to be cooler.
Okay, so
So I guess it's going to work its way towards 18.
it's not gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna get there automatically, is it?
We'll get back to you on that. It's going up.
So you have the weights and the weight type stuff here. You have towels over here. You have a water fountain here. You have a mat over here. And then this is strength training. And then you also have weights here. And then here's the bench. Here is the bikes. Here is the rowing machine. And you have the elliptical machine right here. And then here you have 3 treadmills for you to enjoy. I'm gonna try to do some of this. So I think this is a pretty good gym for you to enjoy, and it's quiet, especially since it is now 8:33 at night. So I think the evening is the best time to come to the gym. So this is like the waffle maker. So there is like a mold for 4. So first things first, I sprayed it down with that non-stick thing. Then I put the batter in. And then it's said to have it in for like about 3 minutes.
Okay.
Then there was icing sugar. I didn't really want sprinkles. And then this was maple syrup, and then this was the chocolate sauce.
Let's try this. Just have to move tables because some inconsiderate person is blasting out something from their phone. This happens everywhere. I just don't understand why people are so inconsiderate. Anyway, let's try this.
This is the right amount.
Oh, I don't think I could even eat all of this. It's very stodgy. What do you think? A little of this goes a long way, I think.
Don't get caught spying on someone's YouTube channel. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Paul and Marcus.
Our time at the Hampton by Hilton in Dusseldorf has come to an end. We were here for 3 nights. So let's talk about the bed first of all. I did sleep okay, but I have to say that the pillows were a bit too soft, even with both of them together. So there needed to be more like one of a hard pillow or harder pillow and a soft one. That's what I thought. I think you were waking up quite a few times, weren't you?
Not good sleep at all. I'm so tired.
In our introduction part, we did note that the shower may cause problems, and it certainly did. I think on one occasion you left it on the wall and the water just went everywhere, and it also went all over the floor on the outside because there's no actual door or screen. There's only a half screen.
So I also did it one time where the shower head was facing the glass, but then it also made the floor really wet as well. So I don't think that there is any angle in which the water wouldn't be gushing out. So I think this is a major design fault.
And it doesn't help that when the shower head is over there, you've got the on, off and heating buttons away over here and the soap against this wall. It just doesn't work. You always sleep on the left-hand side of the bed, Paul, and unfortunately you had the cabinet with the safe next to you, and it was very close, wasn't it?
I think I hit my hand or my elbow against the sharp edge at least a handful of times. And it's quite hard, so you do feel the impact. So I don't think it was a good way to get injured, but it's I think it should be a little bit further away. We found that the breakfast varied slightly on each day, so we filmed it on the second day, and I was very disappointed then because on the first day they had pork slices, not bacon, but it was like reformed pork, and it was actually quite nice. They didn't have that on the second day. They had these white sausages which just didn't look appetizing at all. Did you have any of them? No.
No. And then today, they had frankfurters, so we did capture a little bit of that, which we'll show you now, and that was probably the best aspect of it.
And then they also had those mini potato bits.
Oh yes, that's right.
Like they were kind of like hash browns, but then it wasn't as fried as hash browns.
Anyway, but they were a little bit sort of on the dry side. So the breakfast wasn't great. The coffee didn't taste that great. There was a waffle machine, and you saw us eating those, and you had it again today. But it takes a bit of work to
3
do
minutes.
that. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I did not really work out too much at the gym because I was getting a lot of exercise walking about exploring Dusseldorf. But I think I do appreciate that it did have strength training type of things like the weights, and that they also had like the bikes and the elliptical machines and the what is it bit that you walk on, the treadmill. So I think it was good that they had all those bits, and it's also a good thing that they also had a water fountain in which you could stay hydrated.
We couldn't really regulate the temperature in the room that well. It was either too hot or too cold. It was never just right for Goldilocks, I'm afraid. There was a little bit of noise from the adjoining room on this side. It's a false wall on that side, and I did hear voices on one night for a little bit, and then on our last night, I went to sleep a bit later than Paul, and just as I was about to try to sleep, someone just slammed a door, and then I heard like walking around. It wasn't from upstairs because we're on the top floor, so it must have been from next door, someone stomping. And then another door was closed really loudly. So people just don't show any consideration for others. But over on this side here, on the other side, this is a brick wall. So it's completely different. We didn't hear anything from there.
One good thing about staying at this hotel is that it is within maybe a 2-minute walking distance from the main Dusseldorf station. So that's a very good thing.
Well, it wasn't the worst place we stayed in, but it certainly was far from the best. It wasn't overly expensive. I suppose you get what you pay for. I'd give it probably a 5 out of 10, but that's maybe being a little bit generous. What about you, Paul?
4 out of 10.
Ah, okay.
No, so
Maybe
I
more honest.
really didn't like the shower, and I think the breakfast kind of did it for me. And I constantly heard the tram noise outside, and it's like all hours of the day. I think that they run the whole night, don't they?
I think
like,
so.
I do hear it because we're within walking distance of the main train station, so you would hear it. So unfortunately, I don't think I would be staying here again.
I mean, the windows were double glazed, and we've got them open at the minute just because it's so hot in here, and we can't regulate the heat properly. So that's why we've opened the window to let a little bit of air in. But even with double glazed, yes, you could hear the trams. That sort of thing, that kind of noise, transport noise, has never bothered me, but I know it bothers Paul. Well, we hope that you have enjoyed today's episode, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.